What up? This Rapids, and so Lil Uzi Vert was hospitalized. This was a week ago, so last Monday, and he was taken to the hospital on a gurney. So he was at a hotel room, and they rushed him out of there on a gurney. They tried to block him from being seen by onlookers with umbrellas and stuff like that. They said JT was by his side. They took him to the ambulance from the hotel, and the ambulance rushed to the hospital, got him to the emergency room. And as of Tuesday of last week, he was still in the emergency room. So there's not a whole lot of information coming out about what happened. All I know is that people are saying that was a sick person. So a lot of people are speculating about what happened to him. Most people are saying it was probably related to an OD. So they're saying he abuses substances, and people are suspecting that that's what this is all about, and that can take people out. Like, we saw that take rappers out before, and just suddenly out of nowhere something happens to where a rapper's gone. We saw that connected with a lot of the pill rappers and stuff like that, where they're taking these substances and they're not safe, especially with that fent, I'll call it. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say all the names of these substances, but we're talking about, the F word, and they're catching that in a lot of the substances these days. So especially the pills and the anything powder like or anything like that. They're saying a lot of that stuff could be laced with something that can take you out just like that, and people have suspected that might have happened with a few rappers. I mean, I don't think I should start saying names, but you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Over the last couple years, I mean, even, I should say a couple. I mean, so with Gangsta Boo and DMX, and, there's just been people speculating that this was the result of the things that they're taking. Even the syrup is not really that safe, I guess, to be taking. So a lot of the stuff these rappers take is very dangerous, and I don't know why you would be hooked on something like that when you made it in life. You made it out the trenches, you made it as a rapper, and then you're taking something that could take you out. Like, what's really to that? Who would make it that far in life and be hooked on something that is so risky? It's like Russian roulette or something. It seems like why are you taking something that there's a chance this could be it? You know what I'm saying? After that, especially with high dosages, I mean, even any dosage, I would say, would be very risky these days to take anything like that. I mean, it's one thing to take something from the earth or something. Maybe, I wouldn't think that would be as dangerous. A lot of that stuff's even legal in a lot of states now. You know what I'm talking about, that leafy stuff. But a lot of that's legal. It sounds like a much safer alternative. I'm not recommending anything like this, but I'm just saying, I mean, when it comes to the other stuff, though, those other forms of things that you take for a night of partying, popping whatever you popping. I remember it used to be this. Everyone was talking about Molly back then. And it's just like, what are y'all doing? Like, it was the craze. It was like the rappers were promoting it almost. It sounded like taking something so crazy like that. I mean, anything that they have to make in a lab, I would just say, man, that's just, you're risking something. You're risking your life, And with Uzi, I mean, we don't know how severe this is. There's been no real updates. This was, it's going on like a week now. No real updates on if, I'm sure he would have been released by now. We probably would have heard something if he's not released, but you never know. You never know. What if he's still in there? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen any appearances or anything. So at this point, I mean, you never really know. And then JT, I guess his girl from the City Girls was there, supporting him. And Uzi, he proclaimed a while ago that he might not make it that long. He was saying, like, he's part of he said the 27 Club. I think he made it past that now. I forget how. Let me see. How old is Lil Uzi Vert?
Lil Uzi Vert is 29 years old.
So Uzi's 29 years old. So he made it past that, his predicted 27. It sounded like he almost wanted to be taken out. Like, I remember he just made a statement. This was a while ago when he said something about the 27 Club. It was almost like he was self-prophesying that he wasn't gonna make it that long. I mean, just based off of, I mean, I heard he's just quite a user. That's what everybody's saying on the comments, and that's the word, is that he's quite a user. And you know, he did some very strange things over the years. Like, you know, at one point he had like tried to put a diamond on his face somewhere. I think it was like the middle of his forehead or something, and surgically he implanted some type of um, diamond on his forehead, and I think he got that removed already by now. I don't even know how real that was. I guess it was real because they said it was causing issues. He could have really messed his face up doing that. I mean, you never know what what type of reaction his body could have had from doing that, modifying his face like that. But from what I understand, I think he removed that by now. But yeah, I think that was probably, most likely influenced by what he's taking, the stuff he takes, influences him to do crazy stuff like that. You know, yeah. But Little Uzi, he's one of them. He's a well-known rapper. I mean, everybody pretty much knows who he is. I mean, yeah. So he's very popular, and I think they want to keep it kind of quiet to themselves. That's nobody's business, really, what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? That's really nobody's business. But people are gonna talk about it if they figure out that he's in the hospital. So there's no way around that. But you can only speculate, because I'm sure that there's rules in place. There's like all types of laws, like this called HIPAA or something, where you can't really disclose, what someone's going through. That's like against the law or something. Where if if they don't give the news, nobody should be able to figure that out, what's going on with him. So, but all you can do is speculate it. So this is all alleged that, it has anything to do with substances. That's all alleged. That's just what people are speculating on. So we just want to make that clear. And, we'll see, if there's any updates, I mean, maybe this will be a wake-up call. If he does pull out of this should be a wake-up call for him to, fall back from doing that stuff. And it should be a sign for anybody that does what he does, popping stuff and all that. This is your chance to figure out, through him, through things like this. When you get news like this should be a wake-up call to anybody that's doing that type of stuff, to figure out if this is really the risk you want to take. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking anything, is that the risk you want to take? So I'll keep y'all updated as more information comes out. Let's get 100 likes on this video at least. Make sure you subscribe to Rap HITZ. Follow Rap HITZ on all social media platforms and all that. I'm out.